Hey guys, JJK here, and the JJK anime is back. I've been waiting for forever, man. I love this show so much. But before I start, I've been seeing a lot of people comment saying this is solo leveling for 2026. I'm sorry, excuse my French. Who? Y'all have to stop this, please. Solo leveling, I like this show, I really do. But it is not better than JJK, nor in popularity or storytelling. I need you guys to pipe all the way down. And out of any mangaka left out right now, Gege has the most hype behind him for good storytelling and amazing execution anime-wise. So please stop with all this. And it's not our fault that a lot of your favorite animes have been done poorly, especially when it comes to the animation world. A lot of you guys, I know, have had a lot of struggles when reading your manga and seeing it brought to animation life. It's been rough for some fan bases, I get that. But don't start hating on JJK now, please. But past that, we are now in the Culling Game Part 1, and Shibuya broke the world. Tokyo is basically cursed chaos, civilians got caught in mass slaughter, and the higher-ups doubled down on their decision that Yuji Itadori must die. And that's why episode 1 is called Execution. The episode starts off with Yuji washing his hands over and over again, but the blood won't go away, and there's a massive severed bloody hand nearby. It showcases guilt, trauma, and the fact that Shibuya's death are still stuck on him, even if Sukuna did all the killing. And it's really sad, man. He's basically paying for the sins of Sukuna. This man didn't even do it, he's just a host. He had no control over his body, yet he's being hunted down like a wild animal. Shit's crazy, man. I feel sad for Yuji. Then the story moves to him hunting curses with Chozo, a dynamic duo. They are basically operating like a two-man extermination crew. Lure curses, wipe them out, keep moving. This matters because it allows Yuji to have a chance of redemption, kind of, almost, not really, but yeah. If he can't undo Shibuya, he'll try to reduce future deaths. And man, when I tell you, like, it just felt almost like I don't know how to explain it, like a really cool video game. Like, it felt like you were walking into a nice story mode, and I'm just talking about the animation and feel. Honestly, that's what really separates this anime from so many others. And I remember this similar feeling when I was watching Naruto. It's just something about the anime that's just so crisp and clean. It puts you above so many animes simply because of that. You don't even need a good story, all of that. But if your anime is done well, people will watch it. Because we have good animes or good mangas, and then they show up in anime form. It's like, what the hell? What is the story I'm even watching? This doesn't even feel right. But this feels amazing. Good job, Mappa. I believe it's Mappa. I'm not even gonna go double check. And boy, now Zenin enters the story, and the Zenin clan has turned into a political horror show. We're at the Zenin estate, and Naoya is introduced as the embodiment of the Zenin arrogance and misogyny. He's obsessed with power, inheritance, and proper hierarchy. And I would say misogynist isn't even the word to describe him. He took Red Pill to a whole new level. Crazy how he's become such a fan favorite by literally being an asshole. Probably the biggest asshole we have in this story. And then we have Naobuto's will, who was once the head of the Zenin family, but he is now dead. The will says Nao inherits the top crown, but if Gojo is dead or incapacitated, Megami becomes the head instead. And this boy snapped because to him, Megami is still an outsider, stealing the throne. And if you don't know, the Zenin clan isn't just a family, it's an institution with cursed tools, status, and influence. Whoever leads it changed the power map of Jujutsu society. And the story shifts on to Naoya attacking Yuji and Chozo to use them as bait. He pulls up to Yuji, hoping that Megami would show up to protect his friend, and he blitzes them with unreal speed. And he's giving them a little smacking. I mean, just aura farming, but then the real aura farmer shows up because Yuta is here. The atmosphere shifts when Yuta arrives, and even a character like Naoya, who has a crazy ego, realizes this guy is different. And now we have Yuji versus Yuta, the executioner. Yuji scrambles and tries to outthink him, even managing to break Yuta's sword. But it doesn't matter. When Yuji thinks he has a window, Rika appears. Rika restrains him from behind, locking him in place. Yuta stabs Yuji in the heart and apologizes while doing it. And the episode ends with Yuji bleeding out. And don't worry, because he will show up again in episode 2. This episode starts with Megumi leaving his sister Sumuki behind, which reminds us that Megumi's main culling game motivation is his personal tie to trying to save his sister. And now we get to see Chozo versus Naoya. And I'm going to explain a little bit of what Naoya's real ability is without giving too much into future insight. By successfully executing these sequences consecutively, he can stack his speed, allowing him to reach subsonic or supersonic levels. He has something called the freeze rule, where if the user touches someone with the palm of their hand, that person must follow the 24 FPS rule. If they fail to move in a predetermined 24 path frame or move in a way that violates the laws of physics, they are frozen in place inside a flat animation frame for 1 second. But even though it sounds really broken, he has a few drawbacks. If he himself fails to follow the pre-programmed path or attempts a physically impossible movement, he will be frozen for 1 second. Also, once a sequence is started, it cannot be changed mid-second, making him predictable if an opponent can perceive the frames. Naoya's speed dominates early, but Chozo boosts physical performance by circulating his blood in an enhanced way. More speed, more strength, more reaction to match him. The brother ideology clashes, and now here comes the writing. Naoya rants about the older brothers being trash if a younger brother surpasses them, and Chozo is immediately appalled, as he believes an older brother's job is to be a good role model, good or bad, so the younger one can learn what to follow or avoid. That line is huge because it reframes Chozo's whole identity. He's not redeemed, he's devoted. And Naoya is not trying to hear any of that, but this makes Chozo tweak out and uses his finisher attempt, Supernova, where he detonates blood orbs and drops Naoya bad. I mean, literally bleeding out his mouth, his stomach, because it is also poison if you didn't know. His blood manipulation has that effect. So Naoya is really about to die. But then Yuta steps in and knocks out Chozo. And Yuta never truly intended to kill Yuji. He just needed to make the execution look real. He uses reverse curse technique at the moment Yuji's heart stops to instantly heal him. And he tells Naoya that he has to tell the uppers that he killed Yuji and that he witnessed it. Because if he doesn't, he can just die and bleed out, never reaching his goal of becoming the Zenin head. We cut to a scene where we see Yuji as a baby. Aww. This is so cute. Actually, no, it's not. His family history gets weirder and weirder as you see his mother with stitches on her head, a visual cue tied to Kenjaku's body hopping identity. And Kenjaku, you are one sick dude. The plan just had to come to fruition, right? Very questionable methods, if you know what I mean, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. The scene shifts to Yuta and Yuji somewhere underground, and Megumi arises. Guilt meets guilt. And I mean, I don't know who has lower self-esteem right now. They're both just really sad, and this was such a heart-wrenching interaction. Then Megumi drops the key setup to the culling game, which, if you don't know, it's a death game tied to curse techniques being granted or awakened. Megumi needs Yuji's help because Sumuki got pulled into it. And when I tell you this is one of the greatest arcs in this show, I promise you Mappa is about to go insane. They will not let us down, and we are about to see some of the greatest hand-to-hand combat ever. Probably even since Naruto. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, this is where I put Jujutsu Kaisen's animation credit at. Literally right under. Yuji then asks about Nobara, and Megumi doesn't answer, so the room becomes very dead. This hurt me a lot because my queen Nobara is dead. And somebody cue Outstanding because the reunion is here. The gang heads back up to Jujutsu High to regroup with Maki, who is scarred, alive, and ready. I wonder what happened. And then you have Yuki, the special grade, and if you don't remember, she was a part of the original trio with Gojo and Geto. A little disclaimer, she's top 5. She's insanely strong, and I can't wait to see her in action. And the crew's plan is to find Tengen to understand this game and how to fight it. And it appears empty. And then Tengen appears and greets them. And that is how episode 2 ends. And man, when I tell you, 2 beautiful setups. I loved everything about the pacing, all that. It feels like at the end of the season, we might get down to the beginning of the Shinjuku showdown. But we will see. This is all up to speculation, and we won't know. And right now, I'm totally loving everything that is happening, and I hope I explained a few things that probably didn't make sense to anime only.